Presidents, athletic directors, faculty athletic representatives, and executive direct reports from conference member schools were invited to the 2012 ODAC Integration Institute at Wintergreen Resort recently. The day-and-a-half affair focused on programming that centered on the unification of the academic and athletic sides of conference member schools. The event kicked off on the evening of May 31st with a banquet and keynote address by Reverend Dr. David Joyce, the president of Brevard College. On the following day, interactive programming began with a panel discussion entitled Integration from My Perspective, led by three professionals from institutions outside of the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Michelle Hall, Vice President for Campus Life and Dean of Students at Oglethorpe University, oversees several departments of student services on Oglethorpe's campus, including residence life, Greek life, career services, and athletics. Her topic focused on mapping out the issues that affect a campus and putting together a plan to tackle them, all the while maintaining the notion that unity of an entire campus equals unity of the experience for the student athletes within an institution's athletic department. Garnett Purnell, Director of Athletics at Wittenberg University since 1999, spoke of integration from an AD's perspective and how integration should be a team effort across an athletic department. Even though the teams may be different from program to program, the entire athletic department should function as one team when it comes to integration with academics. Dr. Chris Walker, Faculty Athletic Representative Emeritus at the University of Redlands, was a Redlands FAR for 25 years and has been Professor of Communicative Disorders for 33 years. He focused on integration from an FAR's perspective and how working towards integration fosters a total educational experience for the student athletes. Following the panel discussion, those in attendance also benefited from presentations from two more professionals. John Biddiscombe has spent 37 years at Wesleyan University in several different capacities, including football coach, wrestling coach, and track and field coach, as well as the Cardinals' athletic director. He spoke to the group about mentoring coaches and administrative staff with a focus on integrating athletics with the academic and student life sides of a campus. Janet Judge, a former NCAA three-sport star in soccer, basketball, and track and field, is president of Sports Law Associates, where she concentrates her practice on intercollegiate sports and employment law counseling. She is a nationally recognized expert in the area of Title IX and was invited to address the Knight Commission on the topic of gender equity in athletics. In the first of her two presentations at the ODAC Integration Institute, Ms. Judge focused on the essentials of Title IX and the continued pursuit of gender equity.
All right, so we're 40 years out on Title IX, and we've come such a long way in opportunities for women and for men. And I think we still have a tremendous way to go. There are many schools that have increased opportunities but still have concerns about the way that men and women are being treated and how their facilities are working and whether or not there's equity that's maintained. There's financial restraints all around, and how are we continuing to offer quality opportunities to all of our men and women in their intercollegiate pursuits. So I think Title IX's come a long way, but we still have a long way to go.
Ms. Judge also handles cases on hazing and social media, and she spent an hour during her second presentation discussing those two topics with the ODAC contingent.
The difficulty with social media is we're seeing more and more focus on athletes, because that's what people pay attention to when athletes get in trouble or say inappropriate things or mess up. And the way social media works is that student athletes are putting things out and not really anticipating the impact that it's going to have. So instead of punishing people, I think it's very important that we take this opportunity to educate student athletes, in particular around social media issues, and just teach them that no matter what they think or ways that they feel, they are leaders in the community, and what they say and what they write and what they tweet matters.
Bob Malakoff, Associate Professor and Chair of the Sports Studies Department at Guilford College, has served as Director of Research at the Center for Study of Sport and Society at Northeastern University, and was a Senior Advisor for the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation's College Sports Project, an initiative aimed at maximizing the educational value of intercollegiate athletic participation. Professor Malakoff spearheaded the efforts of both the 2006 ODAC Integration Institute and this year's event. Following the day and a half of programming, he spoke to us about the differences over the past 6 years in the conference.
I think that in 2006 we had the first Integration Institute for ODAC, and it was really successful, particularly from the standpoint of the way member institutions went back to their campuses and took on challenges and really improved and enhanced the educational experience of their students who participate in sports. I think this year, because we've had that experience once before, there's a group of folks who really were more ready to embrace various integration initiatives, and I think what we're going to see after this experience is perhaps not only individual campuses doing things, but the conference as a whole taking on some challenges that I think will again improve the educational experiences our students have, which is really the main purpose of these kinds of events.